This is it, boys. This frame right here, this is the end of my career. I've been exposed. All the cheating streamers were inevitably going to get caught, and I'm next. First it was Bad Boy Beeman, then it was Call of Shame, and now it's Grandpa Hacks, who spectated me with wall hacks, and it's indisputable. The tweets, the comments, the replies, they're all telling me I've been caught. And, well, let's just go where it all began, man. Let's just go where it all started going downhill. So there's this guy named Grandpa Hacks, and his shtick is that he uses wall hacks. He's very open about the fact that he hacks, but if he gets killed by a streamer, he'll watch it and he'll spectate it and record it from their POV so he can give away how streamers have wall hacks. And, well, let's be clear. It says this video has been made available for education and research purposes only. This is my original video content recorded by me. I am providing in-game spectating point of view with ESP skeleton overlays enabled with the viewers to watch. This video is not accusing any person of cheating or not. This is simply my POV with ESP enabled. Well, this is the beginning of the end, boys. This is where my career all comes down to the very end. You can see here, he's inside of this gas station over in Lowtown, and, well, here he is. You guys can pull up the VOD. It's on my third channel, IceManIsaac Plays. You can watch this whole VOD for yourself, unedited, as it happened live. And here's how it goes down. The beginning of the end. Trying to play as conservative as I am. Oh, I spot a player over there by the buy station. End up getting a headshot. This guy's running completely out in the open. No use of cover. Runs, hides, gets behind cover. I throw a nade. Doesn't end up connecting. You can hear him rapping behind me. Throw a shoulder. Get the crack. And this is our man, Grandpa Hacks, right here. Now, I can maybe understand why he needs hacks, because he didn't land a single bullet in that gunfight, but can't be dismissive, okay? He is a noble hacker. Okay? He is trying to be a man of the people and hack to reveal these cheating streamers. He would never cheat. Grandpa Hacks. Is this you, Spiral3912825? Spiral3912825? You have 20 wins with your hacks on? A 1.47 KD? An impressive 16 kill PR with cheating. I would hope you could do better, but you're supposed to be a man of the people. And you're hacking against the very people you're trying to protect. Well, I'm glad all of my other hacker hunters out there are more noble than you. They would never, ever cheat. Like Bad Boy Beeman. He just gave us a wonderful display of gameplay over on Twitter the other day. And in this wonderful display of gun skill and recoil control, we were able to find Bad Boy Beeman's, oh no, his COD combat record. Looking a little rough for someone who plays Call of Duty for a living. 0.92 KD, personal best of only 10 kills. But things were a little bit different for Bad Boy Beeman back in Verdansk, because if you didn't know, Bad Boy Beeman was a blatant rage hacker. Okay? He was brought up how he had over 38 kills with only 92 damage taken in his own subreddit. Now, Bad Boy Beeman owns the subreddit Streamers Cheating, and even though he tried to delete the post because he owns the subreddit, and he did admit that, yes, this is one of my accounts. I actually cheat because I try to learn about the cheats so I can gain knowledge of the cheats. Well, that's not quite the case. He rage hacks because he sucks at the game, okay? He made a video on engine owning in May 16th, 2021. But in that video, he downloaded the cheats the day before, then proceeded to use them for 2 weeks for 96 games, continuously rage hacking. And before COD Tracker got deleted, you could see all of his insane headshot ratio, all of his insane kills, and some clips still exist to this day. So Beeman can try to delete via being the owner of Streamers Cheating. He can try to play off being coy, but unfortunately, he's shooting like a 0.92 KD now, but in the past, Bad Boy Beeman was one of our notorious rage hackers inside of Verdansk. Killed by Bad Boy Beeman, using none other than the Odin, which is the fastest killing gun with headshot multipliers in the game. Destroys that guy's teammate, preaims it with an iron sight Kar 98. It's the headshot. Well, Isaac, maybe it was a fluke. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe Bad Boy Beeman just had a really good sequence right there, you know, like some streamers do. Well, here's the same player coming back in from the gulag. And this might look a little painful and a little familiar for my Verdansk veterans. ripped out of the sky by Bad Boy Beeman. Absolutely rage hacking. And what happened? This guy was supposed to be the one to protect us, the one to expose the cheaters. He would never be a cheater. You know, when I go back to his oldest videos, the oldest videos that I can find are only 3 years ago. I thought he started making content before. There's this wonderful tool called the Wayback Machine. Now, for the Wayback Machine, it allows us to go and look at their original video. So we can go back to Bad Boy Beeman's founding. And this is beautiful, gentlemen. This is like the genesis of a hacker hunter, okay? He tried doing walkthroughs, guides, and tutorials. He tried doing crazy challenges like eating Carolina Reapers and eating hot sauce and pickled eggs. And he even tried leeching onto names like Shroud and leeching onto names like PewDiePie because his own content wasn't doing so well. And it really makes you wonder, is this where it all began? Their original content didn't pop off. The original guides didn't pop off. And so then they start leeching onto other people's names. You know, it really makes you wonder, boys, if someone who engaged in eating dog food, a grown-ass man eating dog food on the internet for his 30 seconds of fame, all of these now deleted, by the way, you can check them for yourself on the Wayback Machine. If he's willing to sell out his own honor for those types of clicks, do you think he's willing to maybe manipulate some streamer footage? Maybe manipulate and lie to his audience a little bit? I mean, we already know he's willing to cheat in game, and that's the unfortunate part about these hacker hunters. Okay, and we'll get to me. Okay, we will get to my reckoning here in a moment, but there seems to be a constant theme where, well, Grandpa hacks. Okay, Bad Boy Beeman rage hacks. He also lies to his audience. He's willing to slander Shroud, PewDiePie, and now moving on to any other streamer that he could find, and a beautiful breakdown by ZLaner and the rest of the internet multiple times. It seems like he's willing to just manipulate anyone's footage to make them look suspicious. Because at the end of the day, it's all these hacker hunters want to do is they want to prey on your insecurities. They want to prey on your frustrations with Ricochet, which is a horrible anti-cheat. Totally agree on that. But they're willing to slander other people in the process. And if he's willing to destroy his own honor by eating dog food, he's definitely going to be willing to slander any other streamer who gets in his way of making a couple bucks of AdSense. So the evidence is there. The videos have been out multiple times. He got caught here in this clip right here of manipulating this footage, where in the first clip, there's a really harsh snap. The second clip, a really harsh snap. And in the third, he forgot to edit it again. And notice the snap is smoother. And it goes through all throughout this entire video, him using low quality clips, him manipulating out the front of videos, cutting out the context, all to manipulate you. And that's what it comes down to with a lot of these guys. All they want to do is prey on your insecurities. They want to prey on whatever will get them clicks, which is why they start doing things like, oh, Tim the Tatman cheating, Dr. Disrespect cheating, J-God cheating, even stooping so low as targeting J-God's 9-year-old son. And he knows that his audience is just as impressionable as he wants them to be, because they will eat anything out of the palm of his hands. But yet he goes even further and encourages things like violence. You can see here in this post, he has a commenter in his section, a part of his hacker hunter gang, who says, so many cheating streamers, so few bullets. And he left the comment. What a swell guy. He's willing to sell his soul, sell the safety of other people, all so he can get a couple clicks. And you can go through, and unfortunately you can't see his oldest videos anymore without the Wayback Machine. You can see his latest videos. He's just leeching on to whatever name is popping off. Metaphor's doing great recently. He's the #1 kill in solos. Bobby Pop's stream has been growing. Swag, wait, he's going after everyone who has relevancy so that way he can maintain his. All the while his channel now fails to get views that he needs, is switching over to being the Temu or Wish version of Jake Paul and being an influencer boxer. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually got mad respect for that. Like, I think it's really cool for people in combat sports. Like, I really do respect that, especially like the fitness journey. Okay. Tips to you, mate, for doing that. Genuinely, that's impressive. But until you clean up the rest of your content, okay, it's kind of sad to see how far you've stooped because your original content strategies of guides and whatever challenges and your original gameplay didn't pop off. You've sold your soul for whatever the hell you're doing now. That's BBB. What, ladies and gentlemen, about the latest hacker hunter? The most popular one of them all, Call of Shame. Mr. Text-to-Speech AI himself. Well, if it weren't for the fact that he recently hid in the shadows, he protected his tweets, he deleted a lot of tweets, and instead of being super transparent, he decided to lock everything down, probably because he was on the verge of getting canceled on all platforms for the absolute deplorable, I'm talking like horribly sexist, homophobic, like absolute bigotry coming out of this man. But I think one that might kind of hit home for, you know, some of you in chat is, I know I've got a lot of fellow veterans, and I know there are a lot of people that support this man that are veterans. And just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever left the military and you didn't serve out your entire life in the military, you're a deserter, you're a coward, you're full of fear, and you're dishonorable to your country. Well, at least that's what he was telling me as he spammed fake valor and called me a deserter and spammed me nonstop for weeks and months as he tried to get some sort of ruse out of me. All it did was make him look like an absolute dumbass, because if there's anyone who has built rapport in the scene through their professional life, it's me. But hey, that's my personal beef with him, okay? He is an honest hacker hunter of the community. He would never lie to us. He would never cheat. Let's just see. So, It's Happa had a great call out of Call of Shame. Call of Shame created a new second YouTube channel of a new creator. Listen closely.
I have been assisting a new content creator over the last few days with editing and building her first
Busted.
video.
Wow, I've been assisting a new content creator, helping her edit and create her first ever videos. And if you didn't know who it was, it's Supergirl. And if you've never seen this, I'm sure you're probably just, this is going to be some of the most cringe stuff you've ever seen in your entire life. So bear with me. Watch just a moment.
Hi, my name is Supergirl, and my mission is simple. I make sure that Warzone streamers are held accountable for their actions.
So he, or she, but I mean rather he, it is Call of Shame, and I'll show you here in a moment, created this alter ego of this innocent girl from Tennessee who wants to help clean up the streets, all the while rage hacking on multiple different accounts. And notice how they blur out. Why would they blur it out? What's going on here? Supergirl, why are you blurring out your Activision ID numbers? You kill Natasha? You blur out your level 26. No Activision ID numbers. You kill Symphony through the smoke. Level 29. What's going on here? Wait, another brand new account, level 25, but you blurred out the numbers? What? Why? What's going on? Is it possibly that you've been rampant rage hacking and creating dozens of new accounts to rage hack? Are you just as bad as Bad Boy Beeman rage hacking for content? Oh my, wait, guys, this is Supergirl. This isn't Call of Shame, unless, we can go into the web archives again. The Wayback Machine. We can see that that channel was originally called The Rat Files, and it was associated with Call of Shame and had all of his backup videos or whatever the heck he was doing on that channel. And then, after a little while longer, it became a Supergirl. And he started to delete those videos. Notice, no videos, but 2,200 subscribers. Instead of 2,000 subscribers with plenty of videos. Okay. Oh, and then he became a Supergirl with 4,000 subscribers and only one video after a shout out by Call of Shame. Oh my goodness. Wow. And let's, okay. You say you're from Tennessee, but then you just start putting generic country stuff. Like you're trying to be this good country Bible Belt girl or something, but then you choose Alabama Crimson Tide, Alabama Band, and Hannah Barron. Like you're just picking random. You cannot write this. And then just a gamer girl from Tennessee. Well, all of that got exposed. And then now this is just his live channel. He's just called it more Call of Shame. And he basically has just owned that he is Supergirl.
I am known as Supergirl.
Even though it's more Call of Shame. So every single one of them cheats, whether in the closet or blatantly out in the open about it. They all lie to their audience. They're all just trying so hard to leech onto whoever's popular at the moment, going as high as PewDiePie and Shroud to Dr. Disrespect to Tim the Tap Man. They are desperate to maintain relevancy. And here's the thing, boys. Hacker hunters are needed, okay? The occasional banger hacker video is desperately needed. I have been calling out the horrendous hacker situation for years. Man, I've called it out on Twitter. We talk about the lack of an anti-functioning anti-cheat. We talk about the shadow ban. 1,000 likes. I have talked directly to Call of Duty, both in private meetings and on their public posts. I'm like, why aren't the cheaters banned and suspended immediately? You're telling people they can freely exploit and then get a gentle warning. And people wonder why COD is infested with them. You're incredibly soft. I have been a vocal advocate throughout my entire career about how underwhelming Ricochet has been, whether it's been providing clips of them going rogue or me offering things like, hey, maybe do two-factor authentication mandatory on every account, or every account requires $59.99. Warzone is the worst state ever. Cheaters. Like, I will do anything I can, including calling it out in this video that got almost 300,000 views. I hate our anti-cheat. We didn't receive any update on Ricochet, and Ricochet has been getting its ass kicked on everything right now, even in MW. So this was pre-MW3 launch. 3 beta. There's cheaters in that. There's cheaters galore in Warzone ranked and multiplayer ranked. On top of that, there hasn't been any update on the shadow ban system. And I've been vocal about that with developers. I've been vocal about it on YouTube videos. I've been vocal about it in podcasts. Everywhere I can. A lot of creators were all sticking up for you guys, because the shadow ban system is one of the dumbest systems ever created, and it causes legitimate players to get banned off a game for weeks at a time that they may have spent hundreds or thousands of dollars on for skins or cosmetics, and they're just all of a sudden kicked to the curb for 2 weeks because they got mass reported by someone who probably sucks at the game. Like, it's a horrible system, and they need to adjust it or address it or something heading into Warzone 3, because just like Verdansk, shadow bans and cheaters, even with a good game, can completely kill it, and I don't want to see that again. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, isn't that the truth? Now, don't get me wrong. I want hackers to be called out, okay? I've done it myself. I have called out hackers as I've seen them in the scene. I want them gone. They steal my viewership. They steal my competitive earnings. They steal my viewership on YouTube and on Twitch. There's no beneficial reason for any player, myself included and every other pro, to have someone in the midst cheating in secret. We would hate it. It is competition in views. It is competition in earnings. If you turn on the second brain cell that you have, it is so blatantly obvious that we hate it. It ruins our content when we're trying to create content, and it ruins our opportunities through illegitimate means. Now, there are some incredible content out there on cheating, such as this video by Caps Lock, to show it off how easy it is to manipulate and break Ricochet and manipulate the system to cheat, even with things like a monitor cam. They even show that, Apex anti-cheat is so sophisticated. I mean, it actually kind of sucks, but it's so good compared to Warzone's anti-cheat that they detect Warzone cheats on their anti-cheat. Like, Ricochet sucks. But that's not their entire content. You've got great content from this guy here, Basically Homeless, who talks about an AI anti-cheat. He even interviews the developers of the AI anti-cheat. All this goes back to, if your only content is around cheaters, I genuinely believe you are the largest contributor to cheaters in the game. Because all you're doing is preying on people who maybe don't have the most game sense, maybe don't have the best gun skill, who don't understand the game's working mechanics. As was pointed out, guys like Bad Boy Beeman have no idea what the hell they're doing. You're preying on that. You're making it seem like the hacker situation is so much worse than it actually is. And then you end up convincing those guys to cheat. And you're leading by example, because all three that I mentioned today are hackers themselves. But who am I? Who am I? Okay, Isaac, you're deflecting. Isaac, you're just going after other people to try to save your own name. You're just deflecting. I get it. Okay, that is a reasonable argument. Okay, the reason I'm going through all this is just to show you how shallow and morally reprehensible every single one of these guys are. Okay, I'm trying to get through to maybe one of you with the tinfoil hat on a little bit too tight to realize that you are being manipulated and played like a fool. Okay, it scares me that you guys are out there voting in elections, because the amount of critical thinking is frightening that I see in some of these comments. Okay, now, who the hell am I, right? Obviously, like, I've done a hopefully decent job of discrediting some of the pedigree of the people who are just trying to manipulate you for views, but who am I? And I'm going to talk through a couple things, and it's not a matter of flex or arrogance or like trying to feel better than you. It's simply of all these hacker hunters try to do is discredit streamers as human beings. They think that as a whole, if you are a content creator or streamer, you are inept, you would be unsuccessful in the real world, and that if you are doing this, you are willing to cheat and throw away your integrity because you are nothing without gaming. And, well, let's get into it. Who the hell is Iceman? Okay, as Call of Shame would call it, I'm a low IQ bedroom streamer. Who the am I, right? Well, okay. Like I said, I went to college. I had a triple major. I was on athletic scholarship. When I finished up, I decided I didn't want to go to business. I actually wanted to pursue and serve my country because I thought it's provided me a lot of opportunities. So I joined the Air Force. I served for over 7 years, had a great career, not low IQ. I graduated top of my class, both as pilot scores and academic scores. Had a great career after that, ended up becoming an instructor pilot, and it's part of the reason I think I make pretty good educational videos. Okay, well, I'm a cheater. I'm a cheater. Well, okay, in my 2 LAN events that I've been to, the first one, I got 4th place. I was 0.2 points off of 3rd place, placing above some pretty notable names. I've done all right at LAN. I'm not the world's best competitor. I'm 30 years old and I've got other priorities, but I do all right on LAN. Even on the most recent LAN, we won like 3 or 4 games out of the 6 games at the Call of Duty Next reveal. So I'm half decent in person. Well, Activision whitelist. It's all rigged. It's all a part of the conspiracy. Okay, well, my whole channel started with me playing on PlayStation. Okay, PlayStation 4, #1 Hanzo in the world. There was like 30 million players playing the game, and I was ranked #1. When we played on Blackout, okay, I had the solo kill record in the world at one point in Blackout. Okay. I want this. I'm hungry. I like being good at things. It's the way I was raised, not to accept mediocrity, not to accept complacency, and that's why I get so frustrated when these people, oftentimes grown-ass men, can't take accountability and just try to slander other people. It is so annoying and frustrating. This has turned a little bit more ranty than I would have liked. But you people on the internet. And lastly, the common thing is, I make videos for kids. Okay. 50% of my audience is 25 to 34 years old. Okay, another 30% above that are older. Okay, I got a really old audience. I got a mature audience. Okay, I do educational videos. I don't cater to ADHD kiddos. Okay, so let's get into it, Isaac. You're trying to distract from the cheater situation. Stop deflecting. Let's get into it. Okay, Isaac, you're cheating. Well, we had a similar situation like this in the past. Good old Gustav Spielt. He made a video on my cheating. I broke it down step by step, point by point. 250,000 views. The man never swung back. He basically deleted his channel after that, hasn't posted since. We've had Bad Boy Beeman. He did a video on me wall hacking, and listen closely, because in this video, I'm getting spectated by wall hackers. I killed wall hackers in this game. Or actually, they were blatant, like, rage aim hacking. We ended up killing them through positioning and things like stuns and my sniping, and you can hear them crying. It is hackers crying that I am hacking. It's beautiful. Irony. Listen closely. Oh, this guy's cheating. Why do they act like they don't cheat? Keep in mind, I have an advanced UAV up, so I can see someone on my low left. I can see someone and 2 people on my low right. I'm just trying to play stupid. I don't know who I'm looking at. There's 1 player here, 3 players off to my right. I do miss the Swiss. Nice little flick there, Iceman. Throw some stuns. Kill them. We know there's only 1 player left. He's on my advanced UAV directly below me.
Another guy right there. Perfect.
Yeah, he's cheating. Yeah, he's cheating. Hackers accusing people of hacking never gets old. And that's where we're getting to the second part of today's video. I'm going to show you my POV, and then I'm going to show you the cheater's POV who is spectating me wall hacking, and we're going to see what information I had, what was potentially suspicious, and also see what some people are losing their minds over, which is basically, we'll play it out. Okay? Oh, like, you tell me in the comments at the end. Man, thank you. So we're here. It's a Saturday night, vibey night in the academy. It's like 2 a.m. We've already been on for like 4 or 5 hours. Run 5, you get another no death. 1 if you pull the W, even if you die. So basically, I was given a challenge by someone in chat that said, hey, I want you to win the game without dying a single time. So you can't play aggressively. You can't go to the gulag. You have to win without dying. So this game, I'm going to be playing a little bit slower. I'm going to be playing a little bit more conservative. I'm going to be playing power positions. I'm not going to be racking up high kill games like you're used to seeing me on. I'm playing very conservative, late night. I mean, mouse and keyboard at 2 a.m. is probably a bad idea, but I go my cash route. We've talked about this in previous guide videos. I get $7,500. I get my loadout. I opt for the Cat AMR and the AMR 9. Loadouts are on this channel if you want to check them out. And then here's where we run in to Mr. Grandpa Hacks. Okay, we spot this player dropping in. And now we'll start to let things play out a little bit slower. Think about this AMR build. Now, this is all live. This is all available. If you want to check this unedited, it is on IceManIsaac Plays. If you don't believe me, I'm not Bad Boy Beeman. I'm not out here doctoring footage. Okay? This is all available live if you want to catch it yourself. But here's what ends up happening. I push up. Look right here. I'll use my marker tool here in a second. Look in between this bus line. You can see that player spot right there. I see him. I hear the footsteps. I say, oh. An awkward spot to get into a gunfight. Bus lane right there. A really fight. A really crappy fight to get stuck in those bus lanes. Spot this guy way off in the distance. Get a headshot. This guy's running clueless. Running in a straight line, not near any cover. He tries to snipe me. I hear him running off to my right. I get behind cover, cook another nade. Shoulder, throw the nade. And he doesn't land a single bullet, as we talked about earlier, okay? Now, we can't see any of Grandpa Hack's POV until right about here is when he cues in after stream sniping me and dying to me. So, what you'll see here, and I'll fast forward through a lot of this because some of this is slow and I respect your guys' time. I'm up here, just chilling. I'm literally looking over at chat. I'm talking to you guys. I tell people, man, spreading good vibes is so rewarding. It's 99% of this community. That's what it's all about, dude. It's one of the reasons I really enjoy like spreading vibes. It's what it's all about. And yeah, it's so frustrating, man. When you try to do things right, you try to help people get better, and then just people try to slander your name. Well, we'll see as this video progresses, but it's just, this is so annoying that I even have to make this video, man. Like, man, spreading good vibes is so rewarding. It's 99% of this community. That's what it's all about, dude. It's one of the reasons I really enjoy like playing and hanging out with like certain people.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Just,
watch the skies.
so I can hear that guy zipping in. I had no idea that he was there.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Just,
watch
I spot him.
Skies.
That is their number one priority in life. Is just miss the flick, jump on down to other people's lives. You know, like they're not worried about the ego. They're not worried about competition. They're just worried. Like for me, I'm like, I want to teach people to get better, and I want to help people escape or from whatever it is in their life or enjoy. Shout out to Grandpa Hacks for making me that. It makes it a lot easier when you're not doing things for yourself and for your own ego and for your own satisfaction, but doing it to help the academy get better, which allows them to enjoy their evenings more because they feel themselves getting better at the game. Whatever your craft is in life, improving at something is just so rewarding. Whatever your craft is in life, improving at something is just so rewarding. So, shout out to anyone in chat if you guys are enjoying the video so far or enjoyed any insight or you appreciate what I've done in the past. Do me a favor, drop a like on this and comment with some support down below. If I've helped you improve at all, if I've helped your KD rise, your PR rise, give me a little vouch down below because some people may not believe me on the internet because, in fairness, this is a biased review because it is my honor that's getting attacked. Able to listen to you. Okay, so let's start getting into the cheat accusation. Life improving at something is just so rewarding. So up here, you can spot a player. I don't spot this player right now, and so you guys supporting that man. I'm not even looking at the camera right, like at the screen right now. I'm looking over at chat. I'm living my best life. I throw a snake to try to figure out where he's at. I lock in. I'm not looking at chat anymore. You can hear him parachuting in, and you can also see him parachuting in. I try to hit a flick. I hear him shoulder to the right, or I hear him shoulder over here, but then the footsteps start to go away, which means he's wrapping back this way. Almost slams me, to be honest.
That was close.
And I end up taking him out. Okay. From there, yes. You can see me. I'm waiting here for a moment, I'm literally staring over at the fire station. Because remember, we saw that player over there earlier when we first dropped. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, a little... What does it look like from a hacker's POV? So here's Grandpa Hacks. Here's the hacker POV. This is the damning thing that will ruin my career, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So here's me, once again, setting up top. From this perspective, it looks like I'm scanning my wall, so there's nothing else I could possibly be looking at. Meanwhile, I'm just full chat. I don't spot Arena down here. That's the guy I headshot sniped earlier. Would be very easy for me to kill. I'm just dorking around, making sure I don't get headshot sniped all the while talking to you all. Spot the player on the low right. Take my shot. He's still on the live ping. I know he's heading towards that door. I have Mountaineer. Easy kill. From there, we go back up. We keep talking about good vibes. I'm scanning over here for a while. I don't really know what's going on. I'm still looking for that player at fire station because he should wrap down. You'll notice my name says Chang. If you do see it, it says Chang down on the bottom left. That's because I have streamer mode on because people like to stream snipe me, like this guy right here. I do not spot the player up top. I'm centering completely in a totally different direction. Diving down, which is the worst thing you can do if you're about to get shot at. End up getting behind this cover. You can see the parachute. You can hear the audio changing to the right. I throw the nade and I start to challenge the other direction. I start to look away from this guy as he's rounding the corner. I have no idea that he's about to chow right there. Because I'm not hearing footsteps right here, I start to think, oh crap, he might be doubling back left. And then I spot him, and he's already clotheslining me at this point. And I don't know if he got sniped by someone else or what, but he died.
That was close.
Fast. Well, I am kind of snappy on the mouse and key, but... And from here... Same thing. All I'm doing... This is really easy. If you're on mobile, it might be a little tough. You can pinch on mobile if you're on YouTube. I play on a 4K 32-inch monitor. Most players play on 1440p. I play on 4K. So the second that he comes out here, and that's where my eyes are scanning. I'm not looking down here. There's no one down here. My eyes are scanning the horizon. And I'm like, I'm about to look away.
Gas is inbound.
Notice how I could actually track this player's progression. And if I did have walls, I would predict him coming out. But I actually get ready to look away. And then I'm like, oh crap. I spot him. End up taking him out. All right, let's get on to the next part. Back to Iceman's POV. Little headshot snipe on a riot shielder across the map. We will take those all day. So here we are. I spot this guy diving in across the map. Take some pot shots. It's really easy to see a dark skin against the yellow contrast. Not a hard spot. I'm trying to lead the shots. Hit the live ping. End up getting the crack. I push over to press the issue. We can see his last known location is up here on our top left. I'll have my editor zoom in. So I'm thinking this guy's probably going to push up either these stairs or possibly get inside of this window and fight inside this building. Okay? So what do? This is super important for later in the video. Watch this. Remember how I just got done sniping someone all the way over at fire station? I'm going to reload. I'm scanning, doing a quick check to make sure there aren't people on other rooftops about ready to snipe me. Okay. Sanity check done. I'm going to keep my centering towards where I think he's going to be. And watch that. Oh my God, Isaac. Is this the moment? Is Isaac canceled? What did he just do? What did he just do? Oh, shoot. It's over. Isaac's centering on him right there. Why did he aim down sight? It's because I used the Heinrichter. I used the Heinrichter sniper scope. Okay, it is a variable zoom scope that's amazing for long range and close range. And if I'm expecting someone to be close range, like I am potentially in this window or somewhere else, I go zoomed in so I get a wider field of view so I can see what's going on. I do this dozens of times throughout a day. Okay, so I actually don't even spot this player's up here on our top left if our editor wants to zoom in there. I'm still expecting him to challenge me and come up here or maybe run through these stairs and come through this window. I have no idea where this guy is. He's actually running in my field of view that I can see for 1, 2, 3. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I spot him. Try to lead the shot. He turns. The same skin. Not even say like, it's not the same skin. Still looking for this guy. I'm not... Spoiler alert, it's the same skin. How do I know? Because Grandpa hacks! We'll play some of this stuff in fast motion, especially when it's a little bit of... So here's his POV of me doing it. I'm thinking this guy's gonna come up that ramp. I do my sanity check of the side buildings. And then, oh my God, the damning moment. Here it is, Isaac. Aims down sight right. Oh, actually, he's all the way over here. He's all the way over here. I still don't spot him. 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 Oh, there he is. This will be important for later. So let's go across the map now. And as you can see here, we took that zip line. We end up going all the way across the map. We come up here. We buy ourselves a little deployable buy station. In that buy station, we just take some pot shots of people over there. Grab a UAV. Pop that UAV. Grab a portable, because that's another great way to get some information. Grab the PRD, because it's a great way to rotate. And I can see 3 dots up on my minimap. I know it is hot up there near the tower. Looking over at chat, seeing what the boys are up to. My brain's fried. It's pretty late at night. You'll see here in a bit. My shots are a little... ugh. But I'm chasing red dots. I'm doing what every COD player does. I'm running forward. I'm chasing red dots. And as I start to move up, my plan is to start to work towards these players on the crane. And also, I'm playing for a no-death win. So I want to maintain power position. So what do? Throw down a portable. I see 1 below and 2 above. 1 low, 2 high. 1 low, 2 high. 2 low, 1 high. I'm calling 2 low, 1 high. But then there's another player up here to the top right. Seeing if I can get any extra loot out of there. Maybe a extra, I don't know, whatever. Airstrike or something. I always hate mantling up on top of those. I'm trying to see, you know, everyone's below me. I'm on the highest part of the map right now. I'm trying to see where these players possibly are. Eventually get tired of waiting. And I jump across the map. All right. Now, Grandpa Hack's POV. That was pretty suspicious. Okay. Some people were saying, did you see how he centered? Did you see how he centered on them as he was running up to the crane? Watch. That's why it's so annoying watching videos like this, because with this additional information, like the worst player in the world could play with wall hacks, like someone with wall hacks spectating him, and eventually with 100 players on the map, your crosshairs are going to overlap them. And especially with a disciplined player with good centering, and I'll show you some centering clips later that look suspicious but are easily explainable. Like, that's how you should play the game. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, checking to make sure no one's going to reach over me and making sure I can clear up this zip line effectively. As I run down, there's a player right here, 40 meters, easy kill, 1v1.
Not even dead.
I even have him on prox chat. But I don't get that ping until I start to hit the zip. I have no idea that he's there. Okay. I'm strafing around, trying to see if I see someone. Finally get my mantle. Observing the situation, trying to figure out what's up. Looks like that guy hit the zip line. And then now, let's get to my POV again. Okay? And this is it, boys. This is what I mentioned at the beginning. This is where the career ends. Okay? This is where the career ends. It's all over from here. Okay? Getting ready. I'm looking around. I go ahead and pull back my magnification like I always do with the Heinrichter because I'm in a close range scenario. End up spotting that player right there. Hear more footsteps. I'm not prepared for the guy on the lower left. End up spotting him. I get sniped at those, so I kind of start to move around. I decide to move forward and take their high ground. I can hear them running. Spot that player. Hit the live pings. Don't want to play inside of that suppression mine. Pop an nade. And nades are completely overpowered in this game. If you're not using lethals, you're not trying.
No.
And I end up taking out this player. Been in a few of my lobbies today. Okay, so I start moving around. Nothing crazy. I'm basically just looting. I end up, because I'm playing for a no-kill win, or a no-death win, I'm playing pretty conservative. Pop in the corner. There were a lot of people in my UAV earlier. I'm trying to see if anyone's near. I don't spot anything. So, start moving around the map. I start scanning rooftops, and then this guy drops on me. Oh my gosh, this is a suspicious one. I get a ping because my recon drone sits there and live pings him. So I'm able to easily see where he's at, potentially try to wallbang him. I hear some like metal running around, so I'm thinking maybe he took my rooftop. That's why I get up and I throw some sky nades. I think he's on my roof. I don't get hit markers though. Okay, I cleared out my close side. It's not up here. All right, well, let me get through with my recon drone. Let me use that before the battery runs out. So I try to get out. I end up seeing that guy's last known location. He doesn't reposition. You can hear the footsteps. He's underneath me. I decide I'm going to come over here. I'm going to back up so that way I have a head glitch to play off of. He doesn't hear it. I see the C4 come up the air, and I get the easy kill. And the guy asks,
This kid's that good.
is this kid that good? Don't gas me up,
Yes.
okay? I'm only on 7 kills. Now, chat, if you didn't realize it, or YouTube, in that sequence right there, my career ended. I got exposed in that clip right there, if you didn't know. Here it is. The clip to end it all. 6 years of making videos, educational on Overwatch, educational on Blackout, educational on Warzone, competing on LAN, doing well on PS4, a decorated career in the military, a man of integrity. Brother, when I first saw that clip, that looked sus as hell. I get it. But you have to use your critical thinking and know for the exact same thing that I mentioned earlier in this video, I did the exact same thing in this video. I change my magnification all the time when I'm using the Heinrichter. If you don't believe me, listen to my YouTube videos. This is me gassing it up. The nice thing about this though, this scope is the Heinrichter scope, which I am a huge fan of because it makes my ADS faster, but we can change the zoom that if someone's coming up really close or we wanted to get involved with some quick scoping, we could do that with the Heinrichter as well. So check it out. With this new scope, we have a variable scope that actually helps out our ADS speed. So when we're shooting from far distances, we can still rip someone's head off. But have you ever tried to track someone in a car and they're really close and you just can't turn fast enough? Well, guess what? When you throw on the less optic or the less magnification, now we can turn a lot faster, which makes this better for close range quick scoping, but still having the long range capability. That's what people are losing their mind over, chat. And then I'm a huge fan of the Heinrichter. It makes our ADS speed even faster, and it has a 2-stage scope, which allows us to track people very closely, up close if someone's really close, especially on controller, and then you can change zoom and deal with people far away. Ladies and gentlemen, hang around for, I believe, what is a world record sniper. And that's what it is. That moment right there, while I do agree, it is one hell of a coincidence. It's the only thing in this game that even looks remotely suspicious. And on top of that, I'm not even ready for him when he challenges out. All I'm doing is bringing that scope out so I can have a wider field of view. And then I'm keeping that wide field of view to keep an eye on here, to keep an eye over here. And then he challenges out, and I'm not even ready. I missed my shot. I check because I remember hearing footsteps, and you can also see him up on the UAV.
Gas is moving.
Not ready for that guy. I shimmy left because I get sniped at on my left
Gas is moving.
by this guy way over here. And then I completely missed this guy pushing me. I'm like, oh, okay. I spot him. Trying to figure out who the hell sniped at me. I move up to close off the issue. Spot the player on the low right. This guy's live pinged. He's basically wall hacks. He's holding the same shoulder. Get him with a free frag.
No.
Okay. Let's keep it going. We were up here. We weren't doing anything. Obviously, like I said, I'm playing for a no-kill win, or a no-death win, playing pretty conservative. Just kind of hanging out up here. You can see, even from this perspective, this is kind of wild. This guy... Oh, that's so weird. I just realized this. So even though I have streamer mode on, he's able to see through that metadata and see my name. Even though my name is Chang, I mean, that explains how he was able to run up directly to me. It's like, oh man, people are trusting people with compromised morals. It's like you're trusting a thief to not steal your shit, but you're trusting a hacker to call out hackers. Like, And so for there, the people that are watching this are crying. Oh my God, how did he know? How did he know? And they're ignoring the fact that there's a giant red diamond over his head because he's pinged on my recon drone. And they're like, oh my God, look at him. He's trying to wallbang. Iceman's cheating. And so now I've spent most of my day trying to explain to people that I use a hybrid scope that I have to zoom in and zoom out, as you should for close and long range fights. And I had a recon drone up. I'm thinking he's on top of the roof. Why am I centering towards the top of the roof if this guy's low? Okay, shoot, he's not up here. Where is this guy? I could have just peeked up and over the edge and killed him if I had wall hacks. But I have no idea where he's at. So I use this info. I can hear the footsteps of him wrapping over. I know he's underneath me, so I want to get an angle. I can see that guy throw the C4. I know where that C4 originated from. My centering is horrible. Right, I aim away from him, but then I spot him. And I hit an easy headshot.
This kid's that good.
And that's what it all comes down to. That's what... And it's not a lot of people, but we have a beautiful season ahead of us. We got the new season Reloaded coming up. We've got a lot of guides in the works. But I've got some guys in the comments that maybe they don't know me. Maybe they don't know the Academy. Maybe they don't know how much I've helped other players or the caliber of man that I was raised to be. But for those of you that worship hero or hacker hunters, like, your heroes are frauds. They're lying to you. And I will admit, holy crap, when I went to change my scope and I saw that after the fact, I was like... But if you play the game for hundreds of hours, and I've had plenty of wall hackers spectate me in the past, as we saw from Bad Boy Beeman's video in the past, weird stuff is going to line up. But you see me, if you catch me live, if you watch the rest of the stream, I die dozens of times a stream to basic camper spots that I wasn't predicting. The basic rat spots, the flanks that I wasn't predicting, the people laying in bushes. And now I've spent most of my day not only having to defend myself, but also set a moral barometer for the type of scumbags that are trying to just libel. Well, libel is written, so I guess it would be slander because it's annoying. It's really annoying. So we're not finished though yet. We're not finished yet. We're not finished. Okay, there's more hacks to be seen. Basically, I just end up seeing those guys taking shots, taking pot shots. I see that guy hitting up the zip, as you saw right there. You see him up right here going up the zip line. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see if I can get a couple shots off on him. I miss. I don't get any kills. I'm just kind of vibing. Like I said, it's a lazy Saturday, 2 a.m. I've already been on for like 5 hours. I'm kind of torched for the win, so... I mean, I'm not really worried about kills if I'm playing for the win, so... I'm not really worried about kills. Game after this, I dropped like a 20 kill sniper only or something. I dropped like a 38 kill earlier in the week. Like, that's not helping my hacker hunters right now, is it? And yeah, I'll kind of speed through it. But oh, here's another moment people were losing their minds over. I hear gunshots. Okay, I hope you guys can hear that. You can see a body fall right there in that open doorway. You see smoke. Anytime you're aiming at smoke, you always want to look at the edge of the smoke because their perimeter or like their outline will peer through. I spot him. I try to take a shot. I try to live ping him. I know he's not going to run left, right? Because he didn't run. I would have seen him cross in this gap of the smoke. I would have seen him cross over here if he was going left. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to bias to the right. I'm late. I missed the scope. Maybe throw a couple pot shots over here. Those guys end up killing each other. But according to the hacker hunters, that's it for me. That's wraps. So here we are. Same position. I find myself up top. I can't even see that player because apparently this guy's ESP isn't far enough. He has, I think at the beginning he said like 300 meters. It won't put boxes. So I can't even see this guy on that, you know, grandpa's boxes or whatever. So I'll throw some pot shots over at those guys. Once again, same situation. I hear those gunshots. You can't hear him that loud. I don't know why. I spot the player. I clear the left. He doesn't go to the left. He goes to the right.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
And this is what it all comes down to. You know, I wish he could have the game after this. I'm using sniper only. And I drop a 19 kill dub. Earlier in the day, same stream, I'm dropping like a 20 kill dub. Okay? The other stream, I end up dropping like a 32 kill sniper only. Let's watch it to the end. Watch to the end, Isaac. Left. This guy. There's still time for me to be exposed yet. People left. This guy just sniped him. Start playing for the win. Okay, we can see red dot on the minimap. Left. This guy just sniped him.
Moving to my mark.
I look over. He doesn't show himself. I look up. I live ping. I see that he shoulders back, so he's probably not going to challenge me anytime soon. Oh, wait. No, I guess he is. Okay, well, then I just get the heck out of here. Well, now he runs away. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Well, zone is closing. We know that downtown people like to camp. Let's go ahead and clear out the zone from where people would be getting forced in from the gas. What we talk about dozens of times on our high kill guides. Always look for people who are getting displaced by the gas. So we run out here. We hear the zip. I don't know where the zips are because I don't play up on this crane a lot. End up spotting it. That guy drops. We hear him running away. And my concern is he's going to hit that zip and wrap around. There's a zip on this side. I'm going to try to come up here. I'm like, he's going to try to come up here. So I work to cut him off. He doesn't end up coming up here. And I hang out up top. My gulag, get some cash. I can't die, so I can't win. So I'm resetting the premise here. I'm just chilling. I have a challenge for playing for the win. So I'm not really trying to rack up a high kill game. I have to play for the win, but I can't die. So I can't even, like, play aggressive, get my gulag, get some cash. Obviously, I could. I've played these challenges before. I've played perfect games before. But if I'm really trying to fit the intent of the challenge of not dying, I was playing a little slow.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
End up spotting where the next piece of high ground is going to be. I rotate over. I actually wanted to take the zip. I wanted to take the zip and take that high ground off that guy. But he immediately started to take a snipe at me. I didn't even know he was up there. I miss grabbing onto the ledge. I go ahead and pop in here. I hold on to this mortar because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet.
Closing in.
Hearing gunshots over here. I don't want to thirst that player because, frankly, like, I wanted to get that kill. I wanted him to res so I could take that kill. See the player peeking on the left. These guys are just kind of going back and forth. We hear a sniper. Listen. So we know someone's off to the left somewhere sniping. I'm checking that rooftop right now. I can see the barrel right there. I don't even realize it now. Spot that player. That guy tries to jump. I'm missing all my shots. Looking for these guys wrapping in. Once again, missing my shots.
Relocating the safe zone.
How many shots? I definitely don't have aim hacks, I'll tell you that. How many shots am I gonna miss? I was missing a lot right there. No. It's late. I'd worked on videos all that day. It was like 2 a.m. and I'm a mouse and key, but I've only been playing controller. I was shooting windy. I was shooting very windy. But here, IceManIsaac, who has wall hacks. I see a precision airstrike incoming, and I see that I'm barely inside its radius. So my thought is I'm going to jump on top of these AC units and then jump back up to these stairs.
Gas is moving.
Notice how I jump on this and then I literally look away.
Moving.
Okay.
We're in the top 5. Bring home.
Yeah. I end up getting taken out. So, real quick, rapid fire. Right? Because if you don't get the point by now, I will concede it is significantly easier to go through life and just say that everyone's cheating. No one could possibly be better than me. I'm mommy's precious little angel to the world. And everyone is cheating. A lot easier to go through life like that than like accept like, I could get a lot better. Maybe this guy can teach me something. I also understand the cynicism. I also understand like you're bitter about how many cheaters you've run into. Cheaters have ruined modern FPS across the board. I get it. And some of the cheaters have been streamers. I get the cynicism. So I don't want to be like completely condescending, but I also want you to be respectful man to man to realize like, brother, I want this. I work hard for this. I have left a very profitable career in the Air Force that I very well could go back to or go to commercial or do whatever I wanted to do as a subject matter expert. Like this isn't my only career option.
Only 10 left.
That I'm not willing to jeopardize my morals, my integrity, my income from my wife and baby. Like it's just how little a fellow man thinks of someone because of someone so morally bankrupt trying to manipulate them. It's really disheartening as a man in this world. Like it really sucks to see how easily manipulated people are. And I get it. I understand why it is. Not everyone plays the game for a living. And there's a lot of frustration. I get it, right? So I'm trying to have empathy with people who are maybe susceptible to this because of their predispositions of how frustrated they are, with how anti-cheat is, and how frustrated they are with how many times they've died to cheaters, and the few cheaters that have been exposed that are streamers. But boys, if anybody, man, trust me. Okay, so here it is. I'm in the final circle trying to play for a win. I got money on the line. I can see this guy clearly on my wall hacks, right? No, I think he's inside of the building. I have no idea that this guy's even here. And then I get surprised that he shoots me. And then this guy ends up toying with me. Lets me self-revive. I run up. I finesse. The zone pushes me in, so I can't play there anymore. I see that the zone's going to pull back to me. I prone out. I can see that laser. Right, so I know that player's close. I re-smoke myself. I pre-aim where he's going to be coming from. I can hear his footsteps. I can see him coming out. I can see the glint off his body. Can't see it there. I'll show you it on my end.
Home to win.
Oh.
You're losing ground.
I'm just pre-firing because I don't want this guy to push me. And then I end up pushing up. I think this guy that killed me, I rarely call cheater when I'm streaming when I die. I think this guy was full of it. I end up getting tunneled on him because I think he's suspicious, and I completely lose track of the guy that's off to my side and flanks me.
Oh boy, only 5
Such a
remain. You were
weird-
close.
And then he ends up lacing people through the smoke. Like just this guy through the smoke,
ripped through the smoke.
gets completely laced.
Bro.
I don't know. Maybe he wasn't cheating, and then he ends up killing him as he
Beam
rounds the corner.
Ripped through the smoke. Haha. GG's, bro. Yep. Beam.
Yes, and
And then he ends up doing the exact same thing to this guy.
Joe.
Centers him out, ends up pushing him. And then the weird thing that he did is he downs him. He runs up. Gets the kill. And then he lets the guy self-revive. People kill him. And then kill him. Which kind of reminded me back of the old Caldera days. If you remember Caldera, people would like purposely die. If they were cheating, they would rage hack. And then they would purposely die to like pad their KD. Because they did, or their win stats in their KD. Because they didn't want to seem too, suspicious. So here, I'm running up. Dude, watching back, I have no idea that this guy flanked under me like that. Like, if I knew that guy was there, that is the easiest kill in the world for me. And I literally just run past him. I had no... Okay. I mean, it must be nice, Grandpa. It must be... I mean, I understand... you know, how you have a 1.4 KD and racked up 20 wins. Because if you're using this, brother, God, if I had walls, gentlemen, and my gun skill, and my game sense, and the tips that I know, and like, especially on controller, if you think I'm dropping 7 with walls... And then I tunnel vision. Obviously, if I had 2D radar like this guy has, I would clearly see this guy going to push me. Guys like Grandpa and Bad Boy and Call of Shame are just... they're trying to eat up your views, man. And if you want to get better, come join. Okay? Come. Join the Academy. We do hundreds of coaching videos helping people get better. Over 500 videos here on the first channel. 73 over on the second. This is actually where you guys send me your gameplay and I review it. If you want to get better, okay? Join the Academy. Once again, I appreciate the cynicism. I understand life would be a lot better if Ricochet anti-cheat was perfect, because then also we wouldn't have these 3 closet hacker hunters. So from the bottom of my heart, okay, if I have been short with you because you've come in and maybe you don't understand the VPN conspiracy theories or the aim hacking or the wall hacking, you don't understand how people are getting kills or high kills or how we know where people are. I'm sorry if I've, you know, maybe been a little bit short with you, okay? Maybe I've made some enemies over the years, and genuinely, I think you can understand after dealing with the comments and also the cult leaders, empathize with my frustration a little bit. This has gotten very ranty. This has gotten very down to earth, down to the soul, and I like it. I really, really like it. I hope this video helps clear things up. I appreciate a few members of the Academy who reached out and genuinely were concerned, like, yo, Isaac, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Can you explain this? I think it's pretty clear. Crazy situation there with me zooming in and zooming out with my variable zoom, which I do all the time through all my gameplays. There are even more clips happening in the background right now. And at this point, you're either going to drink the Kool-Aid and worship those guys and turn off any critical thinking. And I think for a lot of people, you're never going to change. Or maybe this opened some eyes. I hope it did. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. By the time this goes live, we'll probably be enjoying the update. And yeah, man. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. If you want more guides, if you want to get better at Warzone, instead of complaining and crying cheater and using cheats like our fellow hacker hunters, make sure to subscribe for even more. Okay? I'll see you all over on Twitch. Peace.